What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to this re-uploaded video where hopefully my voice won't sound like trash. Now, I uploaded this game initially, but the voice levels were horrendous, so I took it down and I've decided to re-edit it and upload it for you guys again with something that hopefully doesn't sound awful. Now, we're taking out the STRV 81 here on the steps in a standard battle, which is very good for us. There's no artillery. We can get into multiple different positions to use our 10 degrees of gun depression and start putting our relatively fast firing 20-pounder gun to work. Now, one of the advantages of the STRV 81 over your run-of-the-mill Centurion one is that the reload is slightly better, and you are going to see that displayed in this game when we face off against a Centurion 1 who is just spotted now. Now we're going to try and get a shot of this guy. That one goes straight through his upper glacis, I do believe, but he backs into cover. So I've got this reload down to 6.59 seconds, and that allows us to take aim at the STG on our left, but unfortunately that one bounces. However, now we're aiming at a 53 TP. We stick a shot through the side of his turret, and that one damages his ammo rack in the process. Unfortunately, not detonating. But still, weakened ammo rack, all good. Unfortunately, missing our shot on the HWK-12 there. I just didn't lead that one enough. And the Tiger 2 just manages to get back into cover before we are able to shoot at him effectively. Now we take a shot at the Centurion 1's turret. That one unfortunately grazes the front of his gun mantlet. Had it have been a little bit more to the right, that would have penetrated the side of his turret, but we just got a little bit unlucky with RNG right there. Aiming at the Tiger 2 again. I know he's spotted over there, so I take a speculative shot, but we don't get anything for it. But it doesn't matter, because once again we are reloaded 6.59 seconds later to engage this Centurion. Now we get a nice shot through his lower glacis, and we bounce his return shot off of the front of our turret. Now I was taking a pretty dumb shot there. That was at the front of his turret, so you can see I bounced him where he bounced me. Now I'm aiming at his cupola, and that one unfortunately misses. Now I was expecting him to pull out here, so I took the shot anyway, but he unfortunately backs up and we don't get the shot there anyway. Now it's just a stalemate really. I'm aiming at him, he's aiming at me, but he's not committed to poking out because he's in a bit of a worse position than I am. So I'm going to move to the left. I've got a WZ tank destroyer behind me, and hopefully he's going to push up and give me some support. Moving over to this position in front of me. Hopefully we're going to get into a nice hold down position and start engaging the enemies that are behind this corner. Now we spot the STG, get a good shot through the front of him, no problem. But I'm not in an ideal hold down position right here. I just know that that guy's not going to have a good time shooting at me on the move, so I poke up again and try and shoot him. He tries to shoot me on the move, but he misses completely, allowing us to shoot him in the side through his front drive wheel and tracking him in place. We should be able to keep him stuck here as well. Now we can just keep retracking him because we have such a good reload. But he fixes it, assuming he used a repair kit there. But we get another shot through his side, and now we can move to a slightly more effective position, shooting him again, and the Senshi takes him out. Now we're going to aim at the 53 TP. I'm going to track him on purpose so that the Senshi can get some damage, and we can get some assisted damage for that. Now we're aiming at his lower glacis, and we cut straight through. Senshi should hopefully get another shot on him, which he does, but bounces. We get another shot through the side of his turret, and we should be able to finish him off here. Senshi takes a shot at him and finishes him off, but tunnel visions that guy and gets taken out by the Centurion. Now you're going to see what I mean by we have a better reload than the Centurion 1. So we pretty much both fire at the same time there, and I know I'm going to reload in time to finish this guy through his lower glacis, which is exactly what we do. But I can see that the other flank is failing. We have 3 enemy tanks over there. One of them is the Iron Rain shooting from a distance, and there's 2 enemy tanks pushing up. We spot the 40 TP in the middle and stick a nice shot through the side of him before we start moving back towards our base. Now, like I said, the STRV 81 has 10 degrees of gun depression, so even if we are in a base defense situation, there is a position at around B7-ish that we can get straight into to use our gun depression and defend the base from there. I was just trying to get a shot at this challenger before we commit to that position, but he's behind some hard cover and I'm not going to be able to get him. Now, at this point, there is just myself and the Chinese tank destroyer on my team against 7 enemy tanks. So I need to get to that defensive position ASAP so that I can stop the enemy team from capturing the base. I've got a more than good enough reload to do that, and they are going to have to push me in open ground. So I'm going to have a free range shooting at whoever I want. We push up into the position. Enemy Dragon is spotted. First shot goes straight through. Now I'm aiming at the IS-2, but I think he's just going to duck in cover in time, unfortunately not allowing me to kill him. Next shot goes straight through the Dragon and damages his engine in the process. The next shot on him unfortunately bounces. We got a little bit unlucky there, but I'm going to shoot him again, and that one cuts straight through as you would expect. Still aiming at the Dragon. As you can see, I mean, this guy's just sat in open ground. He bounced a shot off my turret as well, which is fantastic. But he's backing up, so I'm not going to worry about him too much. I really want to get the kill on the IS-2, but RNG unfortunately says no. The more guns that I can take out of the game at this point, the better. So now I'm aiming at the stockade. We get a nice shot straight through his front. And I'm going to try and follow that up once again. Using my gun depression, that one unfortunately bounces. Something is firing at me from range. And now I'm going to try and shoot the IS-2 again, but we just don't have a shot on him. And I need to take a shot at the stockade because he's pushing up. He's given side armor. He's not going to be able to shoot me in return, and we get a nice shot through the side of his tank, taking him down to 318 HP, which should allow us to finish him in 2 shots. Now he's going to push me, but again, I'm using my gun depression here. I can get a shot through his lower glacis before he even shoots at me, and then my tank destroyer behind me finishes him off as he crests the ridge. So aiming at the Dragon again now. I actually should have shot his rear here because it was exposed. That shot there was kind of dumb. It just bounced off of his well-angled front armor. But now we're aiming at the AT-8's weak spot. That shot unfortunately misses. The IS-2 damages my gun. And the 40 TP gets taken out by the WZ. So it's 1 versus 5 now. The Iron Rain has pushed behind and taken out the WZ 111G. Or quadruple 1G, I should say. And I know I have to push this guy. Now, at this point, I was kind of panicking a little bit. I could have taken more time to take that shot. And again, I could have taken more time to take this shot as well. This guy fired his last shot at me just there and he completely missed. So if those two had have penetrated him, we probably could have killed him a bit quicker and then dealt with the situation that we're going to find ourselves in. But we get a nice shot into him, decide to ram him while he's reloading, and we finish him off right there. Now I know that the Dragon is likely going to be pushing me from behind, so I crest this ridge again. Dragon is pushing me. We snap a shot into him from this position. Make sure we drive in front of him so that he drives into me and causes himself damage, which he does. I'm way heavier than he is. And now we have to deal with the AT-8. So there's 3 enemy tanks left at this point. We've gone from 2 versus 7 to 1 versus 3. We get a nice shot into the AT-8's weak point, aiming for it again. And we should be able to finish him off here. But this is when the dumb starts happening. That shot was stupid. I never should have taken it. I'm getting shot from the Tiger II in the side. And we are going to be able to finish off the AT-8 here. But the IS-2 pushes forward and finishes us off, unfortunately for me. But we'll take a look at the post-game stats now and see how we did. Okay, so we weren't able to secure the KOLOBANOV'S medal in that game, unfortunately. And something that's been playing on my mind since I had this game is that maybe if I took out the IS-2 earlier, then he wouldn't have been able to rush over the hill and take me out, and I could have gone 1 versus 1 versus the Tiger II, who, by the way, only had 1 shot of damage that game, which is wonderful. But thinking about it now, if that had have happened and if I had have killed the IS-2M earlier in the game, because we did take a few shots at him that unfortunately missed, But had I have killed him earlier in the game, we wouldn't have found ourselves in a position where we could have secured a KOLOBANOV'S medal anyway. If things had played out exactly the same, apart from me killing the IS-2 earlier in the game, then I would have found myself in a 1 versus 4 because my friendly tank destroyer took out the 40 TP on the enemy team, and if I had have killed the IS-2 earlier, then we would have been in a 1 versus 4 rather than a 1 versus 5. So equally, I was thinking, oh, I wish I had killed the IS-2 earlier, but actually reflecting on it now, I don't wish I had killed the IS-2 earlier because I wouldn't have found myself in the KOLOBANOV'S situation anyway. I just wish he would have bounced me, but there was no way that he would have done that when he was shooting at me from the side. So we just got very unfortunate in the situation that we found ourselves in, and we came very, very close to securing it, to be fair. Given the situation, the fact that we have been able to walk away from this game with 6,694 damage done is unbelievably impressive anyway. That's great for the STRV 81, and 27 penetrations, just shy of 2,000 damage blocked. I mean, we're walking away with a grand total of 384,000 silver, an ace tanker, a high caliber, 3,709 experience. It's all great, but I dread to think what those numbers would have looked like had we have won the game, because the silver would have been even higher, the experience would have been even higher, and we would have secured a Top Gun medal as well because there were 2 enemy tanks left. So we would have picked up a KOLOBANOV'S, a high caliber, a Top Gun, and an ace tanker, which would have been awesome. Plus we would have done about 8,000 or so damage because the Tiger 2 was still over 1,000, like he still had over 1,000 HP 100%, and the IS-2 had like 130 HP or whatever, so there was still 1,100 odd damage to be done, if not a little bit more, which is just crazy to think about really. But that's just how it goes. You can't win them all, and that is why we keep coming back to this game, because of games like this. You think, okay, well, next time I'm going to win, okay? That's what keeps you coming back. But taking a look at the team statistics, you can see that we topped our team by a country mile. The closest person to us was our friendly WZ1111G, and they did 1,900 damage. So if we had have done 300 damage more, then we would have been 5,000 damage more than that guy. So 4,700 damage more than that guy is what we managed to do that game, which is awesome. That guy was our closest competitor on our team, and even on the enemy team we managed to do 2,100 damage more than the Stockade on the enemy team, who had the best game on their team, which was 4,500 damage. So a very, very impressive game. Unfortunate not to secure the KOLOBANOV'S and the Top Gun, but that's just how it goes. And now that I've reflected on it, I don't feel so bad. When this game finished initially, I was fuming, man. I was fuming, but now, having reflected on it and having thought about what would have happened had I have killed the IS-2 earlier in the game, and had RNG not have sucked my shots into the abyss so that I missed that guy and then he ended up killing me in the end, it's all good. It all worked out. The only way that it could have been better is if I managed to win and secure the Top Gun and KOLOBANOV'S. But that's just how it goes, man. You can't win every game that you play on World of Tanks. It's just, that's what keeps us coming back. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give the video a like, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace out.
I like that.